Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Monday, November the 4th. Happy Monday! All right, you guys, this has been an interesting weekend. Yesterday, Sunday for me was so bizarre. I felt almost like it was a day outside of time, if that makes sense to you. It felt like nothing lined up time-wise for me. There were so many things that happened that were bizarre. Things were out of place. I felt like I slept and woke up 100 different times. I mean, it's so many things that happened, but it just felt like a day outside of time, like a skip in my timeline or something like that. And I know that the time changed. I know all that. But I am 47 years old, so I've gone through this time change a few times, and it's never affected me in this way before, which is what made it so strange. It literally felt like I was outside of time yesterday. I made a video about it, and several thousand people have commented that they also felt the same way, so it makes me wonder if we're being prepared for something coming up. Then about yesterday at around 8 o'clock p.m., we started receiving some pretty heavy release energy. It is kind of in between frequencies. It's got two main frequencies with it. One is the normal release frequency, which is on the other graph I will show you, but there's still a lot of release energy on this graph, and it's in that sort of weird stitching waffle pattern. So it's kind of really being pushed forward as a serious, hard push to release in all chakras. In meditation, when I asked about this purging energy or this release energy, what I heard is it is time to purge. It is time to get rid of all those things that aren't servicing you. That includes clothes in your house, junk in your house, people in your lives, practices that you have, beliefs that you're holding on to. All of this stuff, it's time to go because change is afoot. The winds of change are in the air. I think we've all been feeling this change coming for a long time. And all for October, I kept hearing that the veil was very thin. Now, as we get into November, my meditations have changed. I'm no longer getting the message of the veil is very thin anymore. I just get that it's time. It's time. Those are the words that are literally repeating over and over in my meditations. It's time. It's time. It's time. The other thing I heard in my meditation goes along with this release, and it was around the idea that you're never going to be able to live a life where you feel satisfied when the whole time you are running after someone else's expectations for that life. Because you're trying to live up to something that you cannot feel yourself. So you'll never be able to tell yourself, I've reached it, I'm there, because you'll never be able to feel the feeling that they are feeling. And no matter the words they tell you, you'll never understand it. Kind of like the idea that we all have different amounts of rods and cones in our eyes. So the color red that you see and the color red that I see are not the same. But there's no way for me to show you or tell you what that red looks like. So purge, friends, get rid of those practices. And I know there's a lot of them, and I know things are hard for a lot of people, but change is coming. And do you really want all the things that are happening in your life right now to go with you into whatever this new change is? My guess is no. And then on the Italian graph, just very quickly, I wanted to show you that release energy is coming in all kind of hot here. You know, it's low level release energy, but you can look up here and see how active it is. This is all over the place. This tends to make people spicy. So be mindful of your words. Don't jump down somebody's throat just because they brought up a subject you don't like. Be careful. If you feel like you need to isolate today, isolate, but do what's best for you as you let go of all this stuff that isn't serving you. And when you walk into that crowded room, that bedroom full of junk in your house, and you start getting that urge to just throw shit away, throw it away. Get rid of it. Make room for new in your life. All right, and here's our cards for today. So the first card we got was Cycle of Change. Like I was telling you, I have been told over and over, it's time, it's time, it's time. The change is here, friends. Whatever change is coming has arrived, and it's starting. I think it started last month, but it's continuing forward now. If this wind doesn't blow my cards away, we'll be doing okay. You have two choices when it comes to this. You can get overcommitted in your energy trying to keep up with everything and everyone around you, which leads to a sense of hardship. That is a choice that you can make for yourself. You are so free that you can choose that. Or you can choose to listen to your source, to the information coming in through your crown, to be focused on you and what you know you need, putting yourself back into alignment with your higher self and leading yourself and your family down a road of abundance. But the choice literally is yours. You have the choice. You can focus on everything outside of you, or you can focus on the things inside of you and make that choice to what you want to do. But it's up to you. No one's going to do it for you, friends. Believe me, I know it's not easy to try to focus on you when it feels like the whole world is trying to burn itself down, but you can't put out a fire that big. You can't. All you can do is take care of what is affecting you and your family in the moment right now. If you get too far out ahead of yourself, that overcommitment of your energy is going to take over, and you're going to start to feel less and less in control of your own life based on what you're observing around you. So this is your call to action. Stop putting your attention on these things you can literally do nothing about. Take the actionable steps that you can to help the things that you feel like you can help, and then back off. Stop feeding the energy to these things. You got to stop it. Okay, lecture over. We're going to start this day out right. We're going to take a nice big deep breath all the way down to our toes and in and release. Drop those shoulders. Good gracious, let that tension out of your body, and just remember, you are fully in control even when you don't feel like it. Right now in this moment, that's your point of power. Put your focus here and remind yourself that I can't do anything but what I'm doing right now, and make a choice that helps you feel better about where you are right now. You know what I'm saying? As you walk forward into your day, I just want you to remember that today is a great day. It genuinely is a great day. It's a day for you to do whatever you need to do to help yourself have a better day. Not about ignoring people, not about ignoring your obligations, but squeezing it in the cracks, kind of like ice cream after dinner. There's always room. Have a great day.